Hello, my dear students. I am Sushma Chauda, PGT Computer Science in Kendriya Vidyalaya CMM Jabalpur. Today we are going to discuss about data manipulation language commands. So, what is DML commands? As the name suggests, data manipulation commands are the commands which are used to manipulate data like adding new records, modifying existing records, and deleting records. There are 4 DML commands available in MySQL: insert, update, delete, and select. First 3 commands are called editing commands because they help to edit data in the table. Select is review command because it helps to view the data from the table. Let's discuss them one by one. Insert command. It is used to insert or add new row in the table. The syntax is insert into table name, after that put parenthesis and name of the columns in which you want to add data, then close parenthesis, then keyword values, then list of values which you want to insert in the respective columns separated by commas. One important thing you should remember is that string and date values must be enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. If you want to insert values in all columns, then you can ignore writing the column's name. Here, this is an example. Insert into the name of the table is student, and these are the columns name: admission number as name, student name, class, marks, and grade. And after that we have to write a values keyword, and these are the values. But if you want to insert values in all columns, then you can ignore writing the columns name. So insert into student values, and these are the values. But if you want to insert data only in few columns, then you have to write column names in the same order in which values are written. So here we want to insert the data only in 3 columns: admission number, as name, and class. Then you have to specify the name of the columns. So and then after values 1101 Ravita Pathak 12. It is necessary to give values for the column which is declared not null. The next command is update command. Update command is used to modify or change existing data present in the table. The syntax is update table name, then after set keyword, then name of column in which you want to modify the value is equal to new value from which you want to modify. Then after put comma operator, then name of the second column is equal to new value. You can modify one or more columns at a time. So here we can write. After that, where is a keyword, then give the condition. Here where condition is optional. If you want to update all records, then where condition is not required. Suppose that we want to update marks of all student with 5 value, then update the name of the table is student, set is a keyword, marks is a column name, and marks plus 5. Here 5 value will be added in all records. So there is no need to write a where condition. But if you want to update particular record or records, then you have to give some condition so that only those records will be updated which you want to update. So if you want to update records on record only, the admission number is 1101, then you have to specify condition. So update student set marks is equal to marks plus 5. So here only one record will be updated with 5 values. The next command is delete command. Delete command is used to delete one or more records from the table. The syntax is delete from table name, after that where condition. Here where condition is also optional condition. If you want to delete all the records from the table, then there is no need to write a where condition. Delete from table name. It will delete all the records from the student table and table becomes a empty table. But if you want to delete a particular record or records from the table, then you have to specify certain condition with the help of where clause. So delete from student where admission number is equal to 1101. Here only one record will be deleted whose admission number is 1101. Here we can't delete any particular column from the table. We can only delete entire row at a time. So there is no need to write here a name of the columns. And next command is select command. Select command is used to fetch or display the record or records from the table. The syntax is select star from table name where condition. Where condition again is optional condition. If you want to display all the records from the table, then select star from student. Star means we want to display all the columns. But if you want to display some or one or more columns from the table, then you have to specify the name of the column. Suppose that you want to display only a admission number, name and class, then select admission number comma as name comma class from student. It means you have to specify the name of the columns. Then if you want to display one or more records, then you have to specify certain condition. So select star from student where admission number is equal to 1101. It will display only one record whose admission number is 1101. We will study details of select command in the next video. Now let's do it practically. This is our table structure. In this table there are 5 columns: admission number, as name, class, marks and grade, and we want to insert record in this table. So we have to use insert into table name is student, and we want to insert the values in all columns. So just ignore the column name and write the values 1101 comma name of the student Amit and class and marks, and after that grade. Then one row inserted. But if you want to insert the data to the particular column, then you have to specify the column name like this: insert into table name is student. Then after you have to specify column name. So admission number, as name and class, and then after write the values and give the values respectively. So admission number is 1102. The name must be enclosed in a single quotes or a double close. Also date, and class is 11. And how to see the total number of records? So select star from table name is student. So two records have been inserted in the student table. Now suppose that you want to update the marks of Akash, then what will we have to use? Update table name student set, then the column name in which you want to insert or update the values. So marks is equal to 96 and we want to update more than one column. We want to also insert the grade of the student and grade is A. Then you have to specify condition, otherwise all records will be updated. So the admission number is equal to 1102. We can also write here the S name is equal to Akash, but if more than one student having a same name, then all records will be updated. So that's why we have to specify unique condition. Then how to see it? Select star. Here you can see the marks of Akash is 96 and the grade is A. But if you want to update all records at a time, then there is no need to write a where clause. So student set marks is equal to, we want to increase marks of all student with 2 value. So then marks plus 2. Then all records has been updated. Here 95 marks become a 97 and 96 marks become a 98. Suppose that you want to delete a particular record from this table, then you have to use a delete from table name. So the table name is student and you have to specify condition, otherwise all records will be deleted from the table and table becomes a empty table. So admission number is 1101. Then only one record is remaining in the student table. Then if you want to delete all records, then simply write delete from table name student. So all records will be deleted from the table and table becomes a empty. Then empty table. Next is again now let's run about some more DDL commands like create table, alter table and drop table. Create table command has already been discussed in the previous video. So here we are going to discuss only alter and drop commands. Alter table commands is used to modify the structure of the table. And the following operations we can perform on the table with the help of alter table command. We can add new column or constant. We can redefine existing column and constants. We can also delete the existing column from the table and we can rename the existing table name. So the following operations we can perform on the table with the help of alter table command. So alter table command to alter the structure of the table. Now suppose that we want to add one more column in the table. With the help of add clause we can perform. The syntax is alter table, table name, add column, column name, its data type, size and constant name. this is an example, alter table, the name of the table and student, and we want to add one more column. The name of the column is fname. So fname is a new column, its a data type and its size. Here column keyword is optional, either you can use it or ignore it. We can also add new constants. So alter table, table name, add column name, it's a data type, and here size, and after that whatever constant you want to implement on this column. So alter table, table name, add fname, this data type, and this is a constant which you want to implement of the fname. Fname means father name. Then we can also change the column definition with the help of modify or change clause along with alter command. So to change column name using a change clause, the syntax is alter table, table name, change, again column is a optional keyword, old column name, or here we can write a new column name, its data type and size. So suppose that we want to change the column name fname with father name. So we have to write a alter table student, change is a keyword, fname is a old column name, and father name is a new column name. So fname becomes a father name in the student table. Now we can also modify the columns data type and also modify the column constant with the help of modify clause. So alter table, table name, then modify, and it's a column name, and here new data type and its size. So this is an example, alter table student, modify grade with varchar, it's a new data type is varchar, and the old data type is char, and it's a new size. We can also modify the constant. So modify constant, alter table, table name, modify column name, data type, and modify constants. So if you want to modify constant with default 10, so you have to write default 10. So alter table, name of the table is student, modify is a keyword, marks is a column name on which we want to add we want to modify the constant, and this its data type, and this is a new modified constant. Now we can also perform delete operation to delete an existing column with the help of drop clause. So alter table, table name, drop column, again column is an optional keyword, column name which you want to drop from the table. This is an example, alter table student, drop grade. So grade column will be removed or delete from the student table. We can also perform renaming operation of our existing table. Suppose that we want to change the name of the table. We can also do with the help of alter table command with a rename clause. The syntax is alter table, old table name, and rename clause, after that new table name. So if you want to change the name of the student table with the student 1, so here alter table, this is a old table name, and rename, this is a new table name. Let's do it some practically. Suppose that we want to add a new column fname in this table. So what is the structure of this table? DSC student. Here only 5 columns are there. We want to add one more columns in this table. So alter table, the name of the table is student, add is a keyword, and after that you have to put a column name. So fname, and it's a data type, varchar and its size. So one column has been created in the student table. See the structure of the table is student. So this is a new column inserted in the table. We can also modify the existing column name. So alter table name is student, modify old column name is f name and new column name is father name and its data type is varchar 30. Okay, we want to change, then DSC column name is, table name is student. So here f name has been changed with the new column name father name. We can also change its data type. Suppose that we want to change the data type of grade column. So alter table name is student, modify the name of the column is grade and this data type is varchar. We can modify its data type with varchar 5. Here data type is char 2, but we want to modify its data type with varchar 5. Then see the structure of the table, select DSC student. So the grade, the data type of the grade column has been changed with varchar 5. We can also modify its constant. So alter table name. The name of the table is student, then modify, we want to add default marks 10. So modify marks float 5,2 with default value default 10. Then here constant has been changed, the default value of marks will be 10. Now we can also perform a rename operation with the help of alter table command. So alter table, the name of the table, we can also drop a column with the help of drop clause. So suppose that we want to drop a father name, so alter table name is student, drop, the name of the column is father name. Then see the structure of the table. Father name column has been dropped from the student table. Lastly, we can also perform a renaming operation with the help of alter table command. So alter table name is old table name, so student. Then rename, new table name is student 11. Then if you see the structure of student table, so there is a no table, but if you see the structure of student 11 table, then This is a structure of student double one table. Now let's move on to the drop table command. Drop table command is used to delete the table from the database. What is the syntax? Drop table if exist, then after table name. Here if exist keyword is optional keyword. This is an example: drop table student and drop table if exist student. So what is the difference between in both sentence? If you don't write if exist and if the table does not exist in your database, then system will throw an error. But if you write if exist, then it will check first whether the table exists or not. If the table exists, then it will drop the table from the database. But if it does not exist, then system will not generate any error. Let's do it practically. Suppose we want to drop table student. Then here you can see system will generate a error. But if you write drop table if exist student, then query OK, system will not generate any error. But if you want to drop table, the table name is, new table name is student double one, then table will be deleted from the database. DSC, name of the table is student double one. The table does not exist in the database. One important thing you should remember is that whenever you use a DML command, so there is a no need to write a table keyword. Insert into table name, update table name, delete from table name. But if you use DDL command comes with table keyword: create table, alter table, drop table. Thank you.